Latino and with a lot of other nationalities, to Washington, D.C., where you live, in this metropolitan area, and come to one location in the freezing cold, something special was going on there. Trust me when I tell you this, something special was going on there. Even if you didn't understand it completely, you should have been looking at that television like, what in the heck is going on? Why would so many people come down in the cold and stand on the mall to listen to one man speak? And he's a black man. That should get you to really think and open up your eyes. And the only thing I can tell you, gentlemen and ladies, is this. Reverend Collins, these ladies here, myself, are here for you. And I'm going to tell you some of the same things you guys are going through right now, sitting in this little circle. You guys will never forget this one day when you start working, if you're not already working. You guys are never going to forget that there were people that were coming in, and you're going to say, well, why are these people coming in to talk to me? And guess what? If you look at me, you look at Reverend Collins, you look at President Obama, we all look alike, right? We all look alike, right?
Not the same color.
Right.
Oh.
Young
That's what you
young
mean?
lady, you know what I'm saying.
Well, Clark, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about some of the violence that you see. What are some of the things that you see young people, they lose track and they don't respect law enforcement?
Yeah, over the years, and I've made it a point to come out and speak whenever I get an opportunity to people, black and white, but certainly the young black people. It's because it's extremely important that you hear it from someone where you may have a misconception about who I am and what I represent. Yes, my job is to lock people up, but also my job is to help those that don't want to be locked up and to save those from people who are trying to harm them. If all you hear and all you see are negative things about police officers, what else are you supposed to believe? If you have friends and family members, if not yourself, that had dealings with the police, maybe it wasn't a positive thing. Maybe you were in the car with a parent when they got pulled over and they were angry that they got a ticket. But guess what? They may have gotten a ticket, but then what you have to ask yourself is, when things happen to me, was I the cause of the reason it happened? And if you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, well, maybe I was responsible for what happened. Some of you guys, I'm sure, go to church. You know what I'm saying? And when you sin, that's a bad thing, right? Okay? There's some things in the Bible that talk about police and authority. There's a section in the Bible, Romans 13. If you ever get a chance, look at Romans 13. It talks about authority. They're not just referring to police officers. They're referring to principals, school teachers, managers, anybody that's in a position of authority. Pastors, reverends. You're supposed to listen to people in authority. It's in the Bible.
Yeah, Proverbs 28, take it by force.
Exactly. So understand that this stuff is not just made up. How do you guys feel about police officers? I certainly want to know.
I don't like cops.
Time out. That's a good one. Listen to
Caucasian
this.
cop.
Before you go on, I want to address that before we go on. And I won't forget you guys. Who are you going to call if your family is in the house, duct tape to the ground,
Ghostbusters.
duct tape, and guys have guns, and they're trying to harm you and your family? I want to know who you're going to call.
Are you 911? Yeah, exactly. If they got a gun in my face and I made it
Okay. Why are you calling someone you don't like?
I'm not gonna be able to call nobody.
Okay, you just
And I wouldn't try
suffer.
to call a cop. I'd try to
Pride.
call a family member first.
I don't believe you, but okay. Young man,
Let me ask you a question.
Depends what family you're
Wait a minute. We got guests, and we all can't talk together. You disrespecting him, and you disrespecting me, and you disrespecting yourself. That's all I'm saying. I want to ask a question. Where did you get the term cop? Where did you get that from? What does that mean?
what does it mean?
All police officers.
But where do you get that from?
My father.
But what is a cop?
Do you know what that means?
No, wait a minute. Because I want to clarify something here before we go any further.
Someone with a badge and a gun.
No, that's not what cop means. I want you to help me. But let me get it up here on the board, okay? Cop. What does cop mean? What does cop mean to us? What does cop mean?